Welcome back to another episode of the Pac 9 Show. The show where, at this point, we're only talking about one team because the other team bit the big one.
Yep.
So, here we are. We are talking Niners versus the Seahawks in the first round of the
Woo.
playoffs. And it's my job to defend the ailing Seahawks team, so I will do
Ugh.
my best. Even Pete Carroll said that, unfortunately, we're playing the Niners. Bunch
Mm-mm.
of
Do
bunch
not
of good
trust
credit
him.
towards his team.
Do not trust a word he says.
But the Seahawks, actually, they got a lot going for them. They obviously can put up a lot of points. Geno Smith has been doing hella good this season. Kenneth Walker, the third, has blown up, and that guy is actually difficult to stop when he gets in open space. And then, of course, he just got some good weapons on offense. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Cade Johnson. It's really this defense that is riddled with injuries right now. And the Niners have been putting up over 30 points for basically the entire season.
Yeah.
So this could be a shootout, but Seattle still has to get over the hump of the Niners defense as well. Geno Smith is going to be under pressure like constantly probably. It's going to be a tough game for the Seahawks, but if they don't allow themselves to be bamboozled by your defense, if they can just continue to work the ball downfield, slow and steady, and not have a lot of costly turnovers and penalties, then they might be able to survive into the end of this game.
Yeah. you can never trust a third game between division foes can honestly go any way. So I'm definitely not counting out the Seahawks. They do have some injuries. But they still have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. And Pete Carroll is I personally am not a Pete Carroll fan, no offense, but he resorts to all these different tricks. Even when he said he's not afraid of the Niners, or when he said that he regrets that he's playing the Niners, he's just saying that just to get the players thinking, it's just this whole mind game thing. That's why I'm not a Pete Carroll fan. But either way, he does have the team playing pretty well. They kind of did limp into the playoffs, though. And last time we played them, it should have been a blowout, but we kind of just stopped wanting to score. We were just kind of playing time of possession at that point. But our offense was rolling. Our defense was just destroying. I remember Nick Bosa was lining up against, I don't know which rookie lineman it was, but Nick Bosa was having a field day going against this rookie lineman. And and Christian McCaffrey is very pissed that he didn't get Pro Bowl or All Pro. So he is very mad about that. So there's a lot of things going on. I think we should be able to win, but the only thing though is that the weather is going to be very windy and very rainy. Very rainy.
And that is Seattle's, they love that.
Yeah, exactly. And
they're all about the rain and the wind.
So we'll see. So ultimately, to me, it's going to come down to, can we not have these self-inflicting turnovers? Can Brock Purdy take care of the ball? And it is just practice, but from what I heard, he only one of the practices, it was so much rain, and he only let the ball hit the floor once. And so that sounds like a good sign, but we haven't seen him play. We haven't seen him play in weather like this, so we'll have to wait and see. But if he keeps playing,
we did see the Niners play the Seahawks, just a few weeks ago, and Niners put them away 21-13. But that was the only game in the past 7 or something like that. The Niners didn't score 30 points. Right?
And they could have if they wanted to, but they decided to pump the brakes and just kneel it at the end. So yeah, it's gonna be a scary one. I think the weather is honestly gonna be the tougher opponent in my opinion. But yeah. I think the Seahawks with Metcalf, Lockett is still dangerous.
Even if it turns into a game where you can't really get yards through the air, your running back core is as good as I've ever seen it at this point in the season.
Yeah, we pretty much have three solid, actually better than solid people. at the running back position, along with Juszczyk and Debo Samuel. So we got a lot of
They're all
runners.
getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah, and this is the healthiest we've ever been this season. So I think this is it. I think this is the run. We'll have to wait and see though. I'm so nervous.
Well, Vegas also agrees with this. They say that the Niners are -10. What do you think about that?
Ooh, -10. I think the goal is going to be to keep them under 20 points. I think they might be able to get a couple more scoring opportunities this time, but I think we're still going to score 30. So I'm going to say the score is going to be 38-17. Niners win.
38-17. I think that the weather might make it so that you don't have to put on the points, and the Seahawks just aren't very good right now. I mean, even Vegas has the point line as 42, which is a pretty low scoring game considering that the Niners have been putting up 30 points, right?
Yeah.
So it could be in that range. I think it could be like a 31 to 14 game. Like, you know, like maybe they get up to 31 or maybe they sit at 28, you know, hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be close in that area. I think the Niners are going to sweep the floor with the Seahawks, honestly. But it could be rough and tumble in the first half there.
Yeah, it usually is. Niner games are always rough in the first half, and then the second half, it's that's just the formula, I guess.
Well, we will end it there. Thanks again for listening to the Back Nine Show. Feel free to tell your friends about our show and the Niners and the Packers and football. And we will see you next time.